Hello students, welcome back to our economics class. In the previous session we have discussed what are the causes for rural indebtedness, why the rural people were becoming permanently indebtedness, because the maximum reasons we found that they were depending upon money lenders who were charging very high rate of interest. So they were not depending upon banks. They were not depending upon cooperative banks, neither commercial banks. They were depending upon money lenders, and they were making the borrowed funds expenditure on some unproductive purposes which was not giving any income to them. Alright. So these all things were the causes for rural indebtedness. So today's class we will suggest the measures to reduce the rural indebtedness, how to solve the rural indebtedness problem, how to find out some measures in order to bring the rural people out of this trap of indebtedness burden. Alright, let us see, there are nearly some 8 points in this topic. Let us see the first one: appropriate legislations to scale down old debts and ancestral debts. Means we must set up some appropriate legislations which will scale down, means which will lessen the old debts and ancestral debts. Old debt means, for example, I have borrowed 10,000 last year. This year I have borrowed 30,000. So I need to pay 30,000 plus old 10,000. So in order to repay the old debts, this is the meaning of old debts. Then ancestral debts. Okay, my great grandmother have taken loan from someone, that was not paid. Then my grandfather also did not pay it. Then my father also did not pay it. Then that passes to me. I need to pay that ancestral debt. Okay, so old debts and ancestral debts, we must reduce it. Alright, we must reduce the old and ancestral debts of the farmers. So in order to scale down, in order to bring down the debts rate, we must find appropriate legislations. Might be you are getting confused in the term death and debt, because the pronunciation is almost the same. It is DEBT, but we won't pronounce it as debt. It is not debt, it is DET. You need to pronounce it like that. B is silent, right? So we need to pronounce old debts, ancestral debts. So we must form appropriate legislations in order to scale down old debts and ancestral debts. This is the first measure. We must make legislation in simple terms. Second one, to increase the network of cooperative banks, regional rural banks, commercial banks, to avoid or reduce the dependence on money lenders. We must increase the network of all the banks. In every nearby place you must find one bank, so that the farmers will not go to the direction of money lenders. In order to reduce the dependence on money lenders, near to their places, near to every village and town, we must increase the network connectivity of banks. Alright. So by establishing more and more banks, we can avoid the farmers to depend upon money lenders who are charging very high rate of interest. Coming to next point, providing timely and adequate credit. Credit means, I said you many times, credit means borrowing money. Borrowing money is nothing but loans. So we must provide loans. How? Timely, time to time. Whenever they need loan, we must be ready to give at a reasonable rate of interest. Adequate loan means how much is sufficient for them, we'll give that much of loan. We won't give you extra, double, triple loans. Like if you have the capacity to repay rupees 1 lakh, then I'll give you the loan for only 1 lakh. Okay, I won't give you some 5 to 7 lakhs because you are not having that capacity. So how much adequate means how much is sufficient for you, that much of credit, and how much you need at what time, then we must be providing credit on timely and adequate basis. To whom? Okay, for whom we need to provide the credit? To the small farmers, to the marginal farmers and rural artisans. Okay, we must provide credit, timely and adequate credit to small, marginal and rural artisans. I already said the meaning of artisans, the persons who are engaged in work, okay, all male and female in unorganized sector, especially doing work with hands, is called as artisans. So first point, we need to improve appropriate legislation, we must set up legislation. Second point, we must increase the network of banks to avoid depend on money lenders. Third is to provide credit to whom? To the farmers, etc. Then coming to the fourth point, giving more importance and priority to the poor people by lending through banks. We must make the poor people feel that we are there with you. If you have any problem, come to us, we will solve your problem. If you want loan, I will give loan to you. So this importance must be given to the poor people. Here I in the sense not me, I in the sense bank. Bank must give that assurance to the poor people, that importance to the poor people, that whenever you need money, you just come to the bank and we will lend you the money. So bank must be giving more importance and priority to the poor people, because once they get faith on the banks, they will never go to the money lenders who are charging very high rate of interest. Coming to next, point number 5, consumption loans to weaker section. Consumption loan in the sense there are borrower and the lender. Borrower means who is taking money, lender means who is giving money. So the person who is giving loan, that will be either in the form of any food material or any fuel for in order to run the machinery. Alright, for human beings food is the consumption, for machinery fuel is the consumption. So these are what? Food, fuel, etc. These are all what? Consumption items. So lender will give loans to the borrower. After a certain period of time, when their conditions become better, they need to return it back. For example, I have bought large machines for my industry. In order to make those machines work, I need fuel. I need to pour fuel in those machines, then my machines will work. Once my business is set up good and once I starting getting profits, then I'll give that money back to the lender. So this is what? Providing loans to weaker sections. Okay, once the weaker sections position is improved, they will return the money back. Coming to 6th, mortgaging lands to money lenders. Money lenders are the only persons who will give you unlimited of amount as loan. Okay, but simply they don't give 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs to you. They will mortgage your lands, means they will keep your lands with them. If you are not able to pay the loan, then he will seize your land. That land ownership will be given to the money lender. Now no more you are the owner of the land. Everything what you have is taken by the money lender. Your land, your property, your jewelry, etc. What all things you have given to the money lender as an asset, as an assurance, in order to get some money, get some loan, in order to get some 20 lakhs, you have given all your property and lands to the money lender. If you are not paying, he will take everything. You will not get anything from that. Again you will come under poverty. So keeping land as an assurance, keeping jewelry as an assurance, that is all nothing but mortgaging, which is very wrong. You should never come under this trap of mortgaging. So we must reduce the mortgaging of lands. Coming to next point, rebate of one-time settlement of dues must be enhanced. Must be enhanced means increase. Okay. Enhance means what? Increasing. For example, previously your English was not that good, but in this pandemic you have been practicing English, spoken English classes, you have been going through dictionaries. That means you are improving your English skills. Improving means you are increasing your speaking skills. Increasing means what? Enhancing. So we must enhance the settlement of dues through one-time rebate. Rebate means, for example, if I have taken loan of 2 lakhs, okay, and I have asked him that I'll pay you in installments, okay, every month I'll pay you some 10,000. I have given this as a contract. How much money I have borrowed? 2 lakhs. Now, second case, I'll say the person who have given money to me, I'll say that all 2 lakhs without any installment, I'll pay at one time. So he will reduce some amount from that. This is what? Rebate of one time settlement. Settlement of all your dues in one time. That should be increased. Then coming to last point, coverage of women farmers in microfinance methodology should be increased. Like anyhow farmers, especially male ones, they will be working on the farmland, and the female workers, female members of the family will be there at home looking after the children and managing household activity. So what it is saying here is, women must also participate in farming activities. So women farmers must be increased in microfinance. In small activities they must participate, so that they will also get some income. With that income they can pay their loans. So these are the following 8 measures to reduce the rural indebtedness problem of the rural areas. This is a very important topic from your 5th unit agriculture sector. See you in the next classes with some more topics. Till that, stay healthy, stay safe. Don't forget to practice economics, present as well as the previous classes. Each and every page of your book will be checked. Test will be conducted. Don't forget that you need to just see the class and again close your mobile. No, everything will be checked and watched. So please practice it again and again in order to score good marks in your exams. See you in the next class with some more topics. Till that, stay home, stay safe and keep practicing.